Welcome back to quarantine day 187. I hope I never really have to say that confidently, but man, this thing is taking a while. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to add excitement to your mix, a few different things that I like to do with saturation, clipping, distortion, reverbs, delays, all this cool stuff, and just show you a nice mix, but how I'm going to add more excitement to it. And then at the end, we'll do a before and after to see how it sounds. Let's get into it. All right, so here's the beat. Just leveled, a little bit of EQ on a few of the tracks to cut out some low end, but here's how the mix sounds just with leveling and a tiny bit of EQ. All right, so it sounds really good, but what I want is the following things, and that's what this tutorial is going to be able to show you. So hearing this, it sounds good, but I want some more space, so I'm going to reach for some EQs and delays to create some space and some ambience. I also want some more aggression to it. This is a very aggressive beat, as you can hear, and the mix right now sounds kind of soft. So we're going to reach for some saturation and distortion, mostly on the bass. We're probably going to use a clipper on the kick as well to get it more aggressive. And I know on like the crashes, I kind of want them to have more aggression as well, like have a really nasty saturated sound and then some more space with the reverb. So I'm going to show you guys a couple cool tricks that I like to do, very simple and very fast and effective to have a mix that already sounds good, just take it to the next level with a few plugins. So let's go ahead and press play with everything playing. And the first thing I want to attack is this bass. So this bass sounds good, right? But it's going to sound a lot better with Decapitator on it. So we're going to use some paid plugins and some free plugins. I love Decapitator, and I actually just want I want this beat to be very aggressive. So I'm going to play the whole beat, and I'm actually just going to push that drive in really hard and then choose a style that I like, and then we'll go from there. All right, so that sounds good to me. It's a little bit more aggressive. I like that. Next thing I'm going to do is come over to this bell. I'm actually just going to cut a little bit of low end out of it really quick. Forgot to do that. And for this bell, it already has a little bit of delay, but I want to give it more delay, and I want it to be bouncing left to right like a ping pong delay. So I actually have a preset right here, and it's just a quarter note delay, just saving time. I'm cutting out a lot of low end. I'm cutting out a bit of high end because I want to tuck it back. And then now we're going to get this. It's already sounding better. Let's bring in everything else so far. And obviously, you could tell this hit is going to play a very big part in getting this beat to be aggressive, right? Let's go ahead and just solo that with the drums. Watch how much it adds. So that's one of the number one things you want to look for in the beat is what are parts of it that are already making it sound aggressive and how can you accent them more? So without this hit and then with it, it adds so much punch to it, right? And it's not even part of the kick or the 808. It's just a hit that is layered on top. So what I'm actually going to do is come over to this hit. I already have a little bit of EQ going on it. Obviously, I had some type of plugin over here before in the mix that I'm not using right now. So I'm actually just going to reach for a distortion plugin. I'm going to use Fruity Blood Overdrive, which is a cool plugin inside of FL. And I just want to get a really aggressive tone out of this hit. So let's go through some presets and see what we like, and then we'll go ahead and adjust from there. Just want to get some ideas for, what tone I want to go for because I'm not sure yet. All right, so none of the presets really stood out to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this myself. So I'm going to bring up the color, and I'm going to start to bring up the preamp a lot. So I'm liking how this is sounding, and now I'm going to back it off and blend it in. And it is a little bit louder if I turn it on and off, and that's fine because I was going to end up turning it up anyways because it was pretty quiet. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave it like that. That's sounding better to me already. And then let's go over to the kick. And for the kick, I'm going to just get G clip. I actually want the kick to sound kind of nasty. I don't want it to be too soft. So what I'm going to do is actually keep it around the same gain that it's at. So I'm going to bring down my clip or my threshold in this plugin. Is pretty much what it does, right to about the peak that we're getting on the kick already. And then I'm going to go ahead and push some gain into it. And then I'll probably choose like a medium softness for the clip. And you always want to make sure you have all your sounds playing because let me show you. If we turn these off and we just hear the kick, it might sound pretty nasty, right? Obviously, that sounds terrible. But when we have the whole mix running, that's all that matters because if the kick's going to be playing with all this, all I want to do is know how it's going to sound in the context of the mix. And maybe having the gain pushed really high actually sounds good in the context of the mix, but bad on its own. So that's why you always want to have all your sounds playing together when you're mixing because if you start to solo things, you're not going to think it sounds good or you're going to think it sounds bad, whatever it may be. Or maybe it does sound really good, but in the context of the mix, it sucks. And this is what we're doing. We're mixing something as a whole. So when we play it all together, we really know how it sounds in the mix, and that's all that matters. So let's go ahead, press play, push the gain until it sounds good in the mix, and then we'll be set. All right, that's sounding good. On this hit, I actually want to add S1 to it as well. So let's go over here to S1, and I just want to widen this out. So all I'm going to do is bring this up and kind of widen it out so it hits, it sounds larger. Cool, and the next thing I want to go over here and reach for is one of these crashes. And we're going to go for this main one. So what I'm going to do actually is have everything playing, and I'm going to add either like a chorus or a flanger to it. Let's go with the flanger. Let's see the presets. Try to find something cool for this crash. I'm going to solo it just so you can hear it. That's more aggressive. I like that. It has like a distorted chorus feel to it. So that sounds good. Let's go ahead and just play it with the drums for right now. So let's go before, after. See how we're already getting some nice distortion out of it, right? It's starting to sound good. Let's add a tiny bit of reverb to it. I want a little bit of a tail on it. So I'm going to go in here, bring up my decay, make this bigger. I'm going to cut some high end out that I don't want. And then I'm going to widen this out. That's sounding good. And then on this crash, I'm actually just going to add a delay. So let's go over and just get the fruity delay 3. And let's see. We're going to want probably, let's see what we want to do. Maybe ping pong it. And then let's turn our feedback down. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, let's bring this down a little bit. I just kind of want that tucked in the back so it can kind of do its thing. See how this is sounding so far. Let's add this flanger over here as well on this crash. And then the last thing I want to do is kind of want to beef up this clap. So what I'm actually going to do is a cool trick with halftime. And the reason we're going to use halftime instead of gross beat is because on halftime, we can actually choose what frequencies we want to be affected. So let me show you. Let's go ahead and put this on a quarter note. Let's press play, right? And then we could tell it to only affect the low end. Let's go a bit higher. Let's listen to the band by itself. There we go. And with that, we can start to blend that in. And it'll be tucked in the back, which is cool. So it's kind of like another clap. And I really just wanted a tiny bit of it. All right, and now let's do a before and after. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to keep dropping as many videos as I can because I know a lot of you guys are probably just laying in your room on your phone, just waiting for that new notification. Like, come on. It's been like 2-3 days. Like, when's he going to post? So I'm going to probably post every week now. Not just playing, but just stay tuned. I'm going to be posting a lot of videos to keep you guys updated, have a lot of information going. And by the end of this quarantine, your mixes better be better. Because I'm dropping a lot of videos. A lot of people are dropping a lot of videos. So your mixes better be better. Your beats better be better. Your marketing better be better. Because all we have is so much time. Bro, your new producer name better be better, be better, be better, better, be better, better, be better. You guys can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to hit my site, lifestyledidit.com, for everything else. Right now, it's buy one, get one free on all kits. That'll probably be up for another couple days. Subscribe to your boy. Push notifications. Thanks.